And was this the tank battle you were talking about, or is this something totally different?
Yeah, this is the tank battle. It was all tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles, gun tube to gun tube. There was a kind of dust storm blowing, so there was no aircraft involvement. And there's a bunch of YouTube videos about it, and a lot of other things. Much studied battle, and ended up, I don't know if there will be other ones in the future, but it ended up being really the last great tank battle of the 20th century.
Did you write a book about it all?
I did. A lot of people have written books about it. H.R. McMaster wrote a book about it. This guy named Rick Atkinson, who's got a terrific series out right now on the Revolutionary War, it was embedded with us at the end of the war. He wrote a book about it called Crusade. And then Tom Clancy wrote a book about it too, before he passed on.
Yeah, I have a couple guys that's coming on this show in a couple weeks that are authors, and they've written books and even written some stuff for Clancy. It's weird how everything's becoming connected in this little niche that I'm in.
Yeah.
One other thing, what was the question I was asked? You got a bronze? Did you get a Bronze Star from that?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. From that action.
And for people who don't know, what's a Bronze Star?
It's about the fourth highest level of combat decoration for actions in combat. You have it, Medal of Honor, and then the Distinguished Service Cross, and Silver Star, and then Bronze Star.
But some of those you're usually not here, right? I mean, a couple of those stars. I'm just saying you were hurt. You might get a Silver Star or something like that when you might not still be here to get those.
Yeah, very much, very much. In fact, living Medal of Honor winners or recipients, they say, right? You receive the Medal of Honor, you don't win it. That are living are pretty rare because a lot of times the actions are so incredible that people perish in the doing.
Right. What did you? All right. So how old were you at that time?
I was 25-year-old lieutenant in Desert Storm.
So what did you learn from that whole that whole situation there? You had to learn because it's unusual for us to have that type of a situation unless we're back in the 70s or World War II, where you're actually using tanks as much as you were to actually use that. What did you learn from that?
Well, I learned relearned a timeless lesson of military affairs or human affairs for that matter, which is it's all about the people. People matter, right? And talking with vets from Iraq, Afghanistan, and I've spent time with both in the 2000s in both places when I was a diplomat. They had the same experience, right? So we fought the Iraqis. They had brand new equipment, beautiful new Soviet tanks. They had auto loaders. We had, we were doing manual loading of the guns in our tanks, and we still beat them. We lost one guy killed, a couple of guys wounded, and wiped out a huge unit.